Okay, Ichi the Killer. I was really looking forward to seeing this movie. You know, on most people's lists of like crazy, bizarre movies, this one's normally on there. And from the box art, you see a guy who's got, you know, a smile from here to here and like clips in the front and scars those faces. And I was like, alright, let's see where this movie's going. This is kind of like an urban gangland Japan sort of thing. And lots of the killing is done in this really kind of bizarre way, because it'll happen off camera sometimes, and then you just walk in, there's like intestines all over the floor and blood dripping from the ceiling. So a guy known as Ichi, who you find out later more about his actual character, is essentially some sick, over-the-top, brilliantly sadistic killer. Hence the title Ichi the Killer. Well, he kills this this mob boss, and then is trying to figure out, you know, if he's killed her, if he just was kidnapped, or if he ran off with this woman. The other villain, well, I guess Ichi's almost kind of the hero. And the other guy would be the villain. It's kind of a toss-up between who actually does the more horrible things. Is it Ichi with his really awesome like back of heel blades that once he actually cuts a guy in half, and that scene looks, it's a slightly older movie, so the special effects look horrible when the guy gets like bisected. And again, it's also this is a Takeshi Miike movie, so you do see lots of, you know, women getting beat up. There's a couple of rape scenes. In fact, one of the opening scenes in the movie, you know, is a guy essentially beating up a woman and raping her, while I guess Ichi is on the balcony, somewhat pleasuring himself. So it lets you know right off the bat what you're in for a movie. This movie, some parts are kind of slow when they're actually, you know, building up, you know, who we're going after, why we're going after them, where's our boss, where's the money at, those sorts of scenarios. And that kind of progresses fairly slow and plods along. Now the moments of, because, you know, most people think for Takeshi there's going to be extreme gore. There are some torture scenes that are actually pretty decent and pretty, you know, uniquely done. There's a guy who essentially is he's hung, like through the fish hooks through his skin, and they torture him. And the way he does his torture sequences, they're laid out very well. You know, but they're not. If you saw Imprint's torture sequence is a lot longer and a lot more intense than the ones they do in this one. You know, some things happen off camera that are described on camera that happen off camera. My biggest complaint with this one is it is like 2 hours and 10 minutes. Every character does get suitable development to it. But then when it finally comes down to like that final battle between, you know, the main villain and Ichi, it's not as good as it should have been. And there are some moments where you kind of just go, well, wait, what? Then you rewind a little bit on your Netflix and you watch it again and you, okay, what? The villain is being beaten up by somebody and he goes, you know, your punches have no love. He then undoes his 2 clips. He has clips because his smile's been cut almost ear to ear. The guy then punches him. The villain then kind of like swallows his fist whole and begins to like chew on it. It's really bizarre and different. You know, I don't know if I'm just not getting Takeshi Miike's style. This one doesn't just feel kind of like a 70s cop movie, just with the occasional moment of over-the-top gore in it. But all in all, I'll say it's good. You know, it's not like a 3 Extremes or, you know, anything like that, or even like Recycle. But it was pretty good. But if you're going in there thinking you're gonna see just straight up gore, like Tokyo Gore Police or like, you know, The Machine Girl and stuff like that, where it's just blood spraying everywhere, no, you get a few moments like that. You get some moments of dismemberment, but you know they're few and far between, and it's primarily it's the kind of like gangland rivalry and going for retribution, and that is Ichi the Killer.